Hi, welcome back to Create Your Difference and the 5 Essential Mindsets for Success series. In this video, which is our 5th video, I am going to talk about the importance of pursuing despite obstacles. This is your final mindset to helping you achieve the life that you want. Now, it's important to remember that no matter what we try to accomplish in life, we will find obstacles and challenges and difficulties to overcome. But when we keep it in mind that this is normal, then when they come, we can remind ourselves this is normal, right? Challenges, obstacles, issues, they all come at us at different points in our life, at different times, no matter what it is we're trying to do. So we need to look at these as our opportunity to review, to rethink, to change our approach and refine our perspectives. Sometimes our obstacles are the very opportunity that allows us to prove our commitment to our goals and to our unswerving desire to achieve what we have set out to do. Remember, whenever we try to make any change, it upsets the status quo of the circle of our influence and connections. And while some in that circle will celebrate and encourage our goals and be proud of us, there are going to be those who are not so pleased. And you changing to improve your life or situation or circumstance will be perceived by them as you saying that you're better than them or somehow they are less than you, even though this is not true. You will have to allow them to feel and say however they wish, while simply continuing to pursue your own path. And some of these people will begin to see the value of what you're trying to do and then come on board with you. Others are simply never going to. And those are the ones that will simply discount your efforts and eventually disconnect. And some of them are people that you currently believe are important to you in your life. And it's something you need to prepare yourself for. However, remember the story I shared about the family I decided I wanted at around age 15? Do you think, considering my background, that I had just graduated high school, met a guy, and got married to live happily ever after? No way. As I mentioned in my previous video, over the next 15 years, I had multiple failed romances, broken engagements, and failed marriages. And by age 30, I was a single mom with 2 kids, but I never stopped trying to create the family I desired. And while many who looked at me and my life at age 30 would have said, she should just quit, this is never going to happen for her, I still believed, and I refused to get up on finding the right person to create the family I so desired with. And guess what? It was totally worth it. And in the next 5 years, I met and married the man who was the one and still is. Over the 20 years that followed, we have built a strong marriage and raised 3 kids to become happy, successful adults. We've loved each other through personal and family trials and through challenges unique to each of our kids. I have the exact close-knit family I dreamed of at 15 years old. Other things that I determined in my own mind to pursue and didn't let obstacles prevent me from achieving included getting accepted and graduating from nursing school, getting a bachelor's degree, and then a master's degree. There was a time in my life I would have never thought that I could have done those things, but I chose to do them and pursue them even despite obstacles I encountered. Now, have I done everything and achieved everything that I want at this point in my life? Absolutely not. I'm still working through some other beliefs and challenges that are beyond what I ever thought I would, because I learned that I had embraced these principles for these things that I've already achieved unknowingly, and since then have learned how they really work. At this point in my life, I'm addressing the space where my deeper fears and doubts reside. I've been fortunate to meet a mentor who has helped me to learn what these principles are and to go about implementing them. And to pay it forward, I'm sharing them with you. I want you to remember the story above about my family. Believe me, it is the story that drives me now to embrace these mindsets. Why? Because I now know I have actually already done it. And I'm now just doing it purposefully and not unconsciously. Also, to help you remember, when challenges come, here's a short list of some people that are some of the best and brightest at what they do who also overcame serious obstacles and challenges. Let's start with Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, who was cut by his high school team and was not a starter in college. Walt Disney was fired from his job at a newspaper for, get this, lack of imagination. Steven Spielberg, he was rejected from film school 3 times. John Grisham's book, A Time to Kill, which is a bestseller and became an awesome movie, was rejected by 28 different publishers. Albert Einstein was labeled mentally slow in his school records. Henry Ford's first 2 automobile companies failed. And James Dyson had over 5,000 prototypes before he completed and perfected the Dyson prototype. Elvis Presley was fired from the Grand Ole Opry and told to go back to truck driving. And Abraham Lincoln failed in 4 separate political endeavors for senator, speaker of the House, representative, and commissioner at the state and federal levels before being elected president. And lastly, somebody that most everybody knows these days, Mark Cuban failed in 3 separate businesses before he became successful. These are all examples of how pursuing despite obstacles leads to success. If you've watched all 5 of my Essential Mindset videos and you now have the foundation to build the life you want for yourself, if you have followed the instructions from each video, you now have a set of several affirmations and actions to take to help you daily move forward to create the life that you want. So every day you will undo the failure and negative programming that you've had most of your life and replace it with the success, positive programming that you're going to use going forward. Over time, daily verbalizing these things and actively pursuing the opportunities to achieve them will bring about the change you are seeking for your life. If you found this video and series helpful, please like and subscribe and comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. And if you're thinking about starting an online business, please follow this link that's in the description of our videos and schedule a free call with me so we can discuss the possibilities that exist out there for you. Now, let's get started on creating your difference.